in the would you? Could you? Cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, all a nigga need is some sexual healing. All I wanna do is fuck, catch feeling from my dick when I'm busting a nut. Got no time for you sluts, got money on my mind, it's a line to you sluts. If you fan bust around for you sluts, watch girls start running like squirrels for my nuts. Don't touch, I'm dipped in a lot of shit. This drink in my hand mixed with a lot of shit. You a thick little model chick, yeah, you the type of bitch I don't mind sharing my bottle with. Take a sip of this pimp potion, get a pill inside the hand and have your ass floating. See, I can hit it in a fast motion, or slow motion. Fuck it, girl, we go roller coaster. Cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, my game will hypnotize, my game will memorize. I do whatever I say, cause I'm out to get paid. I can't stand no strategy, all she's good boys like me. I ain't gon' front, I'm like cupcake on my phone, but only when it's on, I can always go in the zone. Something like off a bottle of Patron. Cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, I'm only thinking about one thing, sex on the beach, smoking on a blunt thing. You can talk on the phone, yeah, that's cool, but fucking is the only thing I wanna do. Yeah, I like the way you walk and the way you smile, but you already talking about having my child. I'm only trying to bust, but you wanna fuss. She wanna be my girl, man, I thought the dick was enough. I'm way too young to get handcuffed. Everything ain't perfect, baby, life is tough. Pick up the phone, you know what I'm about. I'm trying to run one, girl, take it to my house. Relationships is a no-no, I got my game from Big Mark and the Momo. Relationships is a no-no, I got my game from Big Mark and the Momo. Cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got time cause I got a lot of women. Hey, cupcake, no feeling, I ain't got
Yo, John Bennett and this motherfucker, man. I'm not waiting for nobody to come in here, man. I just wanted to say a couple of things that I'm about to giddy up out of here. Always Shalom, Mosai, blessings to myself and those who are melanated and inclined with their melanation. So some melanated therapist gets fired over some complaints about her and videos that are supposedly instructing the melanated man to seek therapy. Just the melanated man. And I know a lot of people, probably a lot of dudes. I haven't been watching a lot of videos on this shit lately. My bro Step, what's happening with you, bro? I seen this last night before going to sleep because I do work, ladies, sisters. because they're always talking about how brothers ain't shit and we don't do shit. But when you work for yourself, you have to constantly be on your shit, you know, self-employed. So I work for no one. I take no orders from no one. But I seen the videos, and the first thing that came to my mind was, what the fuck was I looking at? It was so many fucking different things um that was rushing through my mind. I didn't even know which one to tackle. I'm thinking, what the fuck kind of mess therapist bitch is this? I mean, I didn't really get what the fuck I was looking at. I didn't even know the bitch was certified, or Massa actually gave her a piece of paper that said she was qualified to speak on such a delicate issue. I mean, a lot of people on here say it's such a delicate issue talking about the man's the melanated man's mental and shit like that. But look who you have representing these topics in these conversations. I mean, that bitch was supposed to talk about these issues and problems that's in America, and I seen a few, um, you know, dumbass bitches that feed into this gender war shit on the internet videos, and I just, it's like the same shit over and over again. And then I seen the Soul Fox. I believe that's the one that got that crazy bitch Vivica Fox on there, who just has a vendetta against melanated men. And that's what prompted this live. I had to wake up to that shit. And I actually thought about doing an upload, but I was like, I don't want to talk about this shit for a long time. Peace to you, Seven Rap. Appreciate you being here, my G. Um, did I have a problem on what she was saying? No. I think we all, as melanated people, need to hear this shit, but we get so caught up with the internet that we all forget that we are emotionally are going through some shit. And forgive, my voice and just, how I'm delivering my shit. Is early, still dark here. I'm probably gonna lay back down in a minute, so I got some things to do. But I wanted to talk about how this gender war shit gets overly played out on the internet, and how the gender war shit don't even really exist outside. The men that a lot of these bitches are encountering, and I could say bitches because y'all said she's in her truth. Remember? If she calling y'all bitches, I call y'all bitches. You couldn't possibly be mad at me if she calls y'all bitches and shit. And it's not a man or woman thing. Oh, this bitch can do that, so I want to do that. No, no, no. You get called and you get treated upon how you conduct yourself in life and virtual life. So if you're asking for respect, but you don't display anything that requires that, I don't understand how you would think that I would have to respect you. And the bitches that feed into this dumbass shit, y'all know damn well that melanated folk all around the globe has some fucked up kind of massa complex. A Sky Daddy, they gotta be, hey, I mean, the therapist was calling them bitches. I mean, what the fuck? Hey, how could you have a problem if I'm saying it if the therapist was saying it? I mean, I say the same shit. I've been saying that shit. But I get called all kind of emotionally unavailable because I'm a man, but because the dumb bitch got a certificate from NASA, she's more qualified to call y'all bitches? Cause y'all didn't have a problem with her calling y'all bitches and all kind of M words with the ER and all that shit. Y'all okay with that shit. Go watch the video, brother Step. Go watch that shit. The therapist bitch. And see and go ask yourself this. Why would you have a problem with me saying it when she says it? She refers to the bitches that I'm referring to as bitches. So I can't believe we would still be stuck on that. Why would that be such a problem? Because she know a lot of these bitches are bitches. She just she gets the pass because she has a vagina. But this isn't about going against man and woman. That's what a lot of motherfuckers want. A lot of these people took this shit as a way, this little story as a way to shit on a black man and this and that. It's like, bitch, if we such horrible people, just leave us the fuck alone. If we're such terrible people and we just not shit, we not to some of you gold digging bitches standards, just leave us the fuck alone. This is not even a channel that bash women, bro. It does have a strong meaning, bro. Like it the fuck. That bitch word has a strong meaning, the N word has an even stronger meaning. It does. That's why I'm saying you couldn't be possibly mad at me saying it when she was saying it was okay. Because she's a therapist. She could say it. But all my content does is just deliver news and shit that's happening around the world. She says the shit, she's doing the shit to divide or specifically target one gender specifically. And then the bitch comes on here and says, well, I had some emotional biases or some shit. Hmm, go figure. Like a lot of bitches on here, right? Like a lot of your problems are personal and shit. And then you hear a lot of these motherfuckers talking about how if it was good men out here, because you know the usual argument on here, the usual normal argument on here between these fake ass motherfuckers is you should have chose better. That's what the men say. Then the women say, well, there's nothing to choose better with. There's no better out there, okay? Well, be gay then. It's funny. Nah, I mean, I really don't. But I'm just trying to make a point. I'm just trying to make a point. I mean, these bitches go again with this hypocritical bullshit, horse shit. I say this shit all day long. I hate women. There's something wrong with it. Bro, I love women over here. Sisters get nothing but the utmost respect, do they not? I'm not saying a specific woman when I say this shit, but here she goes. This is a licensed therapist, melanated woman, and she refers to my people as N word strictly and bitches. Y'all celebrate that shit. Y'all celebrate that stupid ass, degenerate ass shit. That's further dividing melanated people online and shit. Online, because in real life I can care less. If you think I ain't shit, let me be shit. I'll be a pile of shit. I'll be that. I'll be a pile of shit. Are you done? Are you done? I mean, I don't understand what does that accomplish? And then you can and see their thing is that because it's a lot of bitch ass dudes on here, a lot of J cats, a lot of all these spears, sectors, that talk shit about women all day and they get paid for it. That we're all like that because you hear certain triggering words, bitch and hoe and slut. What the fuck do you think that therapist was doing in the fucking video? Was the bitch not triggering all those motherfucking words? Was the bitch not doing shit that made all them words apply? Apply. And I'm not saying this shit right. I don't do the gender shit. I think melanated people need help. I think what she was right on is, yeah, the melanated man does need a lot of help mentally. But I think a lot of people that's melanated across the globe needs help in a lot of different ways. I think what surprised me more was how unprofessional the crazy bitch is. I think that the fact that there are men that actually seek therapy from her is pretty scary. That's some pretty scary shit. I would definitely love to see the melanated men that seek therapy from that therapist, bro. I definitely would love to see that. Because she said it was 90% of her clientele, I believe. What's going on, Southern Belle? Appreciate you being here. So, how do you seek therapy from somebody like that that thinks, or in a lot of these broads' mind, they say they just, it's the truth. I guess she likes black men, but she just, that's the truth. That black men are just so disconnected. um, how do you seek therapy to from a woman that displays this type of energy that's supposedly trying to help other melanated men? I'm confused as fuck because then the crazy bitch comes back with an apology saying she feels for her clients or whatever the fucking case may be. Was you feeling for your clients when you were doing the fuck shit before in the fucking beginning? Twerking and shit, the tits out and shit. But that's something that these bitches will applaud but get mad when you are saying, hey, the brothers do have some kind of like issue and shit, but why is this bitch naked and shit? Why is she showing her tits? Why is she shaking her ass? And then they'll say that what does the attire have to do with it? So y'all okay taking advice from a hooker, a bitch that's dressed like a hooker, but you get mad when I call the bitch a hooker? Or you get mad when you call what the fuck you see? I'm confused. What exactly do you think that is going through people's mind when you see this shit? With somebody that's supposedly professional, but the tits out and she's shaking her ass and all this and that. And she cussed just like me, just like me. So what would be, what's the fucking problem? It's, to me, it just sounds like miscommunication, misguided anger and shit, or selective anger between a lot of the genders, to be honest, both genders. I think a lot of the women feel like all the men ain't shit because they're not performing to a certain standard that these dumb psychotic bitches want you to perform at. And then the men want, you know, a lot of these fucking bras to be perfect, to be you know, perfection, no flaws. But I have news for you all that are listening. We're not perfect. Nobody is. We all have flaws, and we all can work on something. Instead of investing in some fake ass little gender war that really don't exist, man. I see brothers every day that are on this shit. They're doing their business, they're working, they're going to school. They can care less about who has beef with them. If black men are the pieces of shit that other nations, women say they are, just let it be that. I don't understand why y'all go so hard to go out your way to prove how ain't shit brothers are. But then you claim that you fuck with them. So you have some dumb bitch on here that I've been and knew didn't like black people because she's known for dating um Caucasians. And she's always posting shit on her shit with her holding hands of another melanated being. But you don't even like black people. And you say it all the goddamn time. You said a lot of your problems come from melanated people or a melanated man. That's what you're saying. But now you're going on these, little rants and shit about how black man ain't shit. Even white men could see it, or white women, excuse me, white women could see it. White Hispanics could see it. Anything that's the opposite of melanated people, melanated skin, all them women can see it. Okay, so if we are pieces of shit, just let our pieces of shitness sit and let's see if other females of different nations can smell it. Let's see if them other bitches can smell it on us. Can you smell the shit? Oh, Korea Donna, excuse me. Appreciate you being here. Uh, I wouldn't say it's an issue. I think it's an ongoing issue, I guess. I don't have no issues, Korea Donna. I really don't with anybody on here. Um, I just wanted to give my take on this shit, and it's pure opinion. This is pure opinion. I am not a therapist, dude. I am not none of that shit. I'm a regular motherfucker, man. A regular motherfucker that just wants to pay his bills and live life, man. That's it. These people on here are fucking embarrassing. They're embarrassing to say the fucking least. That's just saying the least. I mean, I don't want to say all kinds of obscene shit, but I'll stick with the bitch and shit. Bitches, that's my favorite word. I like that word. And men can be bitches too. A lot of men can be bitches too. That's why I didn't fully disagree with the shit. That's why I didn't get up here. "Ah." Men have a problem with showcasing their emotions for a lot of fucking different things. But I don't think that's just a melanated man issue. I see a lot of when I was coming up, it was a lot of males that had that problem, like showcasing their emotions correctly and accurately, and having emotions where you needed to have emotions. I've seen some cold blooded shit, man. Some real cold blooded shit, man. Like I'm like, really, dog? Like you don't feel shit for, or and this was a white Hispanic dude back in high school. When you played sports and shit, and just the way how we treated um his girlfriend and shit at the time. It's like, but she does all these things for him. She seems to be like the model girlfriend, right? The model type high school girlfriend, right? And he treats her like shit. He treats her like shit. The topic today, Korea Donna, would be this melanated therapist lady. She got fired over complaints. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe a melanated woman made an article about her, and maybe some brothers complained, maybe. And I just heard about it last night before I went to sleep, and I seen a couple of videos, and I just think it's gender baiting. Everybody wants to throw in race baiting, but this is just gender baiting at its highest. This is just something that everybody, that's looking for a story or something, just to hop on the shit and spread all kinds of toxic horse shit, all their negative views, personal feelings. Like, bitch, if you think that the melanated man is your motherfucking enemy, you're a stupid fuck. You're dumber than I thought. Granted, there are some emotional man childs out there. Trust me. I can agree with that. There are some pieces of shit dudes out there. Definitely. I believe both genders have pieces of shit in it. I believe there are some pieces of shit men, some pieces of shit women out here that treat each other like shit, blame each other for every fucking thing. Nobody wants to take accountability. Everybody is emotional. For what? Why the fuck do you have so much emotion towards shit? Towards, if you don't even fuck with black men, why do you have so much emotion towards a motherfucking group that you don't even date or you don't even want to be around? They're so dusty. Why would you want to be around that shit if you have such a big ass problem with them? I'm confused. Just go to your motherfucking choice, your preference, and live your life. That's what I would do. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I mean, if I was a black man hater or a black woman hater, excuse me, hated them, felt like they didn't make great partners, why would I be on here all day talking about them? Why would I be on here every fucking day? I love melanated women. That's my preference. That's who I'm probably gonna date for the rest of my life. And it's not because I don't feel like there's other attractive women. I'm just in other nations. I'm just not into the other women in nations because I believe that when it comes to internation mingling, I believe that it's just a fetish. It's always going to be in the back of my mind. It doesn't even matter if it could be genuine, but it's always going to be in the back of my mind that, hey, she's dating me because I have brown skin. She's not dating me because of the person that I am. And then the views that I stand for. Just everyday life. Like we wouldn't be compatible at all. How would that even work? Hold on. And a good morning to everybody. You get the good morning texts and all that shit. Family, family. Um, when is the gender shit gonna stop? When is all the gender baiting gonna stop? Is it because a lot of people on here can't really create content that's not based around genders? Because when you're talking about melanated people are subject to the same shit. I don't know why a lot of these bitches get it in their head that they're different because they're dating some man from a different nation or some shit. Like you different from melanated people. They just beat the living shit out of a sister the other day. And cops are notoriously known for prostituting melanated women. So where is the difference at? I mean, you guys get mistreated just as much as we get mistreated. What kind of dick privilege do you get? Because they always say you have dick privilege. If you have a dick and you're black, that you can do certain things. You can access certain area, or you can get away with certain shit that the woman can't get away with. What would that be specifically? Because I don't get away with shit. I'm very aware of my surroundings, my environments, and when I'm around certain shit, to conduct yourself like an adult and like a grown person. So I'm still not understanding that dick privilege. When they say you have dick privilege, I'm so confused with that. Or man privilege, they call it male privilege or some shit like that. Women are bosses now, man. They do shit. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. They do whatever the fuck they want to do. They handle their shit. They get the bag. Got the bag. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're not calling the police on the woman if the woman is beating the man up, which is, it's a rare case, but they're not calling the police on the woman if the woman is beating the shit out of a man. They're just gonna let that shit happen. It's a man. So what kind of privilege? I'm still trying to figure that shit out because I would like that privilege. But you leave it to a lot of people on here, they'll say that because you're a man, you get away with this, and then the woman has to have this type of has to be this type of person or this type of model person. But you got to understand that there's no model type anymore. There's no type that's perfect anymore or trying to be perfect or aiming to be perfect. There's none of that shit. Everybody is dealing with a lot of emotional shit. If you haven't seen the world and seen what's going on, the world is crazy. It's madness everywhere. It's not everybody around the country has misplaced energy, fucked up emotions. But y'all specifically zero on one group of man and say they need to work on their shit. They don't need to work on their shit. Everybody needs to work on their shit. Everybody does. Because it kind of seems like you kind of excluding the shit that a lot of women do. And I think that's kind of fucked up. It shouldn't be like that. It should be everybody needs to work on their shit. Everybody should seek therapy, especially if you're a melanated person. Especially if you're a melanated person. It shouldn't be fucking you. You're the only one that fix shit. Is that how a lot of you fucking bras think in the mind? Like where you need to fix shit, but or they need to fix shit, but you don't need to ever fix shit. That's how y'all fucking feel. Like I didn't seen fucking broads get their kids took because they don't know how to get off the internet. Misuse, meth, crack. CPS called on them, almost evicted so many fucking times. But I guess they don't need to learn either from that, from all that shit, right? And granted, I'm not even, I'm not even, I'm not even disagreeing with that melanated therapist said, because she was right. We do need to seek therapy and get help and improve on our mental every day. But we're not the only one. So she was correct on that. I'm not even knocking that. I was unfazed by that and unbothered by that. I think when I was watching this shit, I was just like, is all the extra shit, is all the extra fucking shit worth it, or is it needed? Is it required? Do you have to? Does the ass gotta shake and the titties gotta be on me? I'm not complaining about it, but I know you would complain about it if I noticed the shit, because then you would be like, that's all you looking at is tits and ass. But the bitch visibly is throwing her ass around and tits around on the video. Go look at it. Every second she's trying to readjust her shirt so a tit doesn't pop out. But this person is somebody y'all validate because it's a woman that hates men. And y'all feed into this internet gender shit that's not even real shit. Honestly, I think, dude, if you live in the real world, Ari, what's up with your town business? If you are living life every fucking day, you go to the grocery store, do you hear or see a lot of grown ass people just like using the terms that they use on the internet? Grown ass adult people with children, probably grandmas. A lot of these dumb bitches that are grandmas. And do you just be in the store and you hear a lot of these bitches, that's a pick me. Manny, Dusty, like what are we fucking 4? What are you, 6? When do you, if anybody can answer this, what age do you stop name calling people? Honest question. Real question. What age do people stop name calling and shit? And a lot of these motherfucker people that do this shit are way older than me. Way older than me. Ancient. You don't really see that shit. You go to the grocery store, you get your groceries, you get the fuck out. You get your shit, you get the fuck out. You get on the internet, all you see is grown ass adult people. That's a mammy. That's a pick me. Bitch, who doesn't want to be picked, bitch? What man or woman don't want to be picked? Isn't that where the shit is coming from, is stemming from? Because you're not being picked? And you're mad because a lot of other bad broads are getting picked? And the same with dudes. Like a lot of dudes that are jealous, so they simp. He's a simp. Now you're a simp because you like vagina. Let that shit sink in. This is the shit that was forcefully driving men in high school. Pussy. All kinds of ways to get pussy in high school. You grow up because you like women. Now you're a simp. You're a simp. This is what these grown ass motherfucking people come up with. This is what they come up with. They brainstorm for days. They have channels for years, all kinds of dumbass subscribers, and they come up with simp, pick me's, mammies, which is used incorrectly, very incorrectly. The mammy was actually the one that was taking care of Master's child. You were taking care of Master's child. But I guess they're reterming it, rebranding it, if you will, however you want to put it. Booty bandits and shit, dusty bandits and shit. That's if you don't know that YouTuber, yeah, she's a fucking nutcase. Bitch has a psychology degree, but came on YouTube with a psychology degree. All these motherfuckers think they're gurus and fucking guidance counselors and shit. All these motherfuckers are so highly intelligent. But on YouTube crying about all types of fucking shit. Men and women. Because it ain't just women, it ain't just men. Start taking fucking accountability for your shit. All of y'all. Stop blaming these motherfuckers. Blaming the next motherfucker for your shit. If you can't motherfucker come on here and talk about some real ass fucking shit about gender baiting all goddamn day, take your ass back to that retirement home that a lot of you old fucks need to be in. It's a fact. Motherfuckers be old as fuck, coming up with new ass bullshit ass fucking names and shit. This horse shit. Pick me. Everybody wants to be picked, bitch. Men and women. Who the fuck doesn't want to be picked? Make that shit make fucking sense. You shaming another motherfucker for wanting to be picked. Granted, the internet is a whole different realm and a different spectrum. But who the fuck doesn't want to be picked? That's life. That's real life, bitch. That's not no fantasy fucking internet shit. Everybody wants to be picked. Everybody wants to be chose. That's human biology right there. To have a mate. Have a good, decent mate that cares about you. And you care for them. You guys take care of each other. There's not no motherfucking you just do all the shit and she don't do shit, or she does everything, you don't do shit. It's a fucking relationship. You dumb fucks. Stop living in a fantasy world. Everybody's gonna have to work in a relationship. Everybody's gonna have to work in life. Everybody has to work on their fucking mental. You have to make sure you're mentally right too. Not just them, you too. Some sick ass motherfuckers on here, man. Real sick ass motherfuckers, man. I can't believe that you guys are allowed to get on here and spew such horseshit. But no, seriously, if you don't like black men or black women, why do you guys talk about them all the fucking time? Why? Serious question. If you don't like the melanated man, you don't like the melanated sister, why are you talking about them all goddamn day? It's a serious question. Real shit. Serious question. If you want yourself, the Caucasian dude and Caucasian Hispanic, go get them. Go get them. I don't see why you have to demean your people and disrespect them at the same time. This is for man and woman. See, notice how I'm on both genders. And granted, I know that the men set the tone in every nation. And please believe me, men have to do a lot better, the melanated men in this nation. Trust me. I take full accountability of that, and I've done nothing to no one. At least I feel that. I don't have a bunch of children running around. I don't have diseases. I try to bust my ass and create something for myself and my future children. But I'm still responsible enough to understand that we do have to be better leaders and we do have to be better examples. I agree with that. I totally understand that. That's why I didn't fully disagree. I wouldn't even say I disagreed with it. We all can use some mental relaxation. The world, the world can. But it's how you go about it. And if y'all accept that, you should be able to accept me and accept what I'm saying and not be crybaby about it. Because she literally delivers the message just like I deliver the message. It's no difference. She's a woman, I'm a man. She uses bitch, I use bitch. I don't use the N word, but I don't understand that. Y'all say y'all want motherfuckers to step up and be better men, but I see a lot of brothers trying to do that. And if you guys think that us being in this racist system, like as if it's fucked up for a melanated man to have dreams and aspirations and shit, like how dare we? How dare we think we can do shit and have our own businesses and shit? That shows what type of person that shows what type of bitch that we're dealing with. A lot of these bitches, if they all they do is shit on what a man want to do, that just shows you what type of women we have in this group, in this nation. Because I'll never shit on a woman's dream or say you can't do it because you're a melanated woman, even if I hated you. I mean, I want to see that shit bad. I want to see us all have businesses and just be good, have money, be mentally stable. Because we got to have the mental first. You can't be rich and be unstable in the brain. That's not going to work either. That's why we have so many coons and shit running around. Sell out motherfuckers. These motherfuckers obtain a bag, then they just say I'm not even black anymore. They just retire their whole black card and shit. But they claim that I see black every day when I look in the mirror. Okay, you do, but you didn't marry black. And the only thing I see from you is self-hatred, depression, stress, all that shit. A lot of trauma. We all deal with a lot of trauma. Not just men, not just women. We all deal with trauma, and we all need to fix that trauma. We all need to seek help. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to a therapist. There's nothing wrong with talking to somebody about your problems and your stress. I seen one of my teens. That might be why I'm a little bit more mentally stable. Yeah, I seen one of my teens. So I was already groomed and prepped. I was already trained because a lot of shit that melanated people go through, not just men, not just women. because the power structure of racism has nothing to do about who's on top or anything like that. It has everything to do with how we're reacting to the power structure that we're in. Which is why I don't cry about the system of racism. I don't cry about it. I just go at it. Like I run right into that fucking shit. That's why a lot of motherfuckers have a problem with me. And that's why I'm always gonna be a fucking threat to this shit. Cause it can't control me. Nobody can fucking control me. Especially some white ass fucking system that was invented by them to empower them and destroy others. I'm never gonna feed into that shit. So I'm never gonna feed into and saying bitch and all that shit. That's how we talk out here. We use bitch and shit like that out here. It's Oakland, USA. It's how we talk. It's nothing personal. You come to the town, you're gonna see a lot worse shit than me. You're gonna hear a lot worse shit than me. I mean, I'm bad, but shit. You don't wanna see my hood. They literally refer to women as just bitches. That's just a bitch. Just a bitch. So you gotta give me some credit here, you know. I try to refer to, sisters and women. I try to get better with that. And it has gotten way better over time. Way better over time. I'm not even specifically calling anybody a bitch or a whore. That's just the way we talk out here. So a lot of people might be like, oh, why are you using bitch all the damn time? No, it's how we talk out here. And I'm not excusing that or saying that shit's right neither. I think that a lot of that, I think it takes the domino effect. I think if one person could probably, clean up the speech a little bit, then maybe it'll start affecting others in the hood and affecting other brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? But it's a time thing. Who knows? It's a time thing. You have to really wait on that. But outside of the language, I'm not happy that she lost her job. I'm not smiling or celebrating that she lost her job. You should never, man or woman, celebrate a melanated person, a melanated being losing their job, losing their employment. You should never be happy about that. Never. Hold on. I just think that that was a terrible display of professionalism. And if this is somebody that y'all look up to in this gender war, then y'all got some problems. Because I never looked up to Kevin Samuels. I know who my father is. Thank you. I did have a dad. I don't look up to Tammy. I don't know who's all in the black woman club hating club, the Menace fear. But I damn sure don't look at that shit. That shit remind me of them clubhouses when you was a kid. No women allowed. Where them motherfuckers had clubhouses, no girls allowed. Like, nah, you're adult men. Why is your content geared towards women? You're adult women. Why is your content geared towards men? You're not a woman, you're not a man. You guys do understand that. My content will always forever be about community and melanated people that we face, the issues that I see in my hood. I'm not speaking for this internet fake shit. I don't live on the internet. I live where in a place where cops hardly come into the hood because we got sick and tired of the shit, and we just trying to figure it out in my hood. So I don't do this internet shit. I don't do internet gender war shit. Cause like I said, where I'm from, we going through it. I see women and men going through it, and I want to see my town be the best, bitch. I want my town to be prominent. You feel me? I want my town to be on top. I don't care about this internet bullshit. So if you're not out there in your community handing out food, saying what's up to the peoples on the street, letting them know I'm here with you. I come from this shit. This my motherfucking home. What the fuck are you talking about when you get up on this motherfucker? You ain't doing shit. You just bumping your motherfucking gums like the next bitch. You ain't doing fucking shit. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't doing shit. I walk all through my motherfucking town. Like we going through it. I don't like seeing that shit. So I try to do the best I can. Average motherfucking man. That shit comes out my pocket. I have to invest my mental into talking to a lot of people that's on the street homeless. I try to reform other brothers' minds from getting out of that degenerate bullshit. And you can have fun and you can live life because we gonna do it. We gonna, smoke our weed. It's gonna be sideshows. Motherfuckers is gonna drink. All I'm saying is, let's have a certain code. Let's have a certain way we go about doing shit. You're gonna have drop-bys, make sure no kids live there, make sure no kids are around. That's just gonna happen, bro. Tupac been trying to stop that shit for so motherfucking long, man. So motherfucking long. If Pac couldn't do shit, who can do something, right? That's what I'm fucking about, man. My shit is like, hey, I know you gotta do what you gotta do, G, to survive. But just keep in mind that we all got moms too, right? Real shit. This real shit. Gangsters, hustlers, pimps, all that shit. Real hood. You know what I mean? Not this fake shit on YouTube. I know y'all gonna do this shit, but just be mindful that it's grandmas around here, cuz. Real shit. I don't want my grandma getting killed. I got one left. She in North Oakland. Just be careful, right? Don't just go shooting everything up. Make sure if you're gonna pop, you popping your enemy. They're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna do it anyway. I can't stop these motherfuckers. I could preach this shit, bitch, until I'm blue in the face. It ain't gonna stop these motherfuckers getting loose in these streets doing what the fuck that they do. All I try to do is come at them as men and just say be mindful because you wouldn't want nobody to shoot your kid or shoot your house up or shoot your family up. You can't just say, hey, don't even shoot. Why can't y'all just fight or even talk this shit out like men? Can y'all do that? Then it's like, oh man, you sound like a bitch. You sound like a pussy. So these, you gotta understand, this is the shit that these people ain't talking about. About the motherfuckers that actually do try to see change and actually do try and talk to other motherfuckers, but they don't want to hear this shit because you from the opposite hood. You from that hood. I'ma kill you. I'ma shoot your house up. Like there's kids in there, bro. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I try to do. I think that's a start because Malcolm X been preaching this shit. Dr. King been preaching this shit. Was preaching this shit. Nipsey was preaching this shit. Didn't work. Didn't work. I can't stop the violence. I can't. But if I could kind of modify that shit and just be like, hey, we need some fucking codes out here, man. Am I wrong for that? Cause I be in the hood all day. Like, am I wrong for that? Just for like, hey, just stop. Just stop, bro. Like, just stop. There's kids over there. So old lady walking right there. Why would you want to do a drive-by right there? That's the shit I'm about. Community-based shit. That's what I like talking about. I enjoy talking about what this system has done to us mentally. All of us, not just men or women. All the fuck of us. That shit I like talking about. And if you don't like to hear that shit, you can respectfully just unsub. Not gonna hate you, not gonna talk about you, none of that shit. I like talking about real shit, real life shit. I just happen to be on the internet trying to maybe reach a few. But I do say this shit in real life too. You can ask my homeboys. You can ask the homeboys. And it's rare to see that. So it's so different. They're like, you come from there, but you talking like that. It's like, yeah, the fuck. But we all gotta be the same. We all gotta talk the same. We all gotta look the same because we come from one town. Bitch, y'all should be tired of this shit. Y'all should be wanting to live in more peaceful. Y'all gonna live here, rep this shit, bang this shit. Why not make this place peaceful? Why not make the environment that you pimp and you slang drugs in, make that a more comfortable environment? It don't have to be just because you slang drugs. It don't have to be dangerous to be in that motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Because they gonna do that shit regardless, dog. Like that's what people don't understand. Poverty is gonna exist forever. Gangs are gonna be here forever. Gangs was here, shit, since the beginning of fucking time. That shit is not going nowhere. So I just want my bros to understand. Like, look, have some protocol. If you got some funk with somebody on the other side, have some protocol, man. And more so, try see if you can talk it out. Can you iron this shit out? That's community shit. That's community based shit. I could be potentially saving lives. Not a life, but lives. Because you gotta understand, bullets ricochet, and you don't want to be a hashtag. You don't want your kid to be on there and on the street bleeding and shit because motherfuckers is getting violent and shit, shooting shit up. So you gotta start getting in people's minds, your people's mind, like, hey man, it's gotta be a better way. It's gotta be a better way, man. If you really come from that shit, you really come from that hood shit, you understand what I'm saying, man. It's gotta be a better fucking way, man. It shouldn't always result to violence. And I've seen some changes. I've seen a lot of changes. It used to be real, real bad. Like the '90s, it used to be bad because that's when banging was just starting. So everybody wanted to bang their turf and shit and pile up bodies and shit. It used to be real bad. I mean, now you can see people like, hey man, you cool? What's up? You straight? So now you have there is an option that presents itself in talking these days more than the past. The past used to be real, real bad. It used to be, I got my gun, I'm gonna kill you and shit like that. I understand the ills of the hood. I understand the community, but the community wasn't really our community. It was just handed to us. We didn't build our community like that. We didn't build um, poverty and shit. These fucked up buildings and shit like we built Black Wall Street and Seneca Village and shit like that. A place that had promise, even throughout, you know, history in America, it's always been a time where we built shit for our people and had a very productive village, a very productive tribe, even in America during slavery, very productive. But it never lasted that long, so we never ever obtained the power that we should have to thrive on our own and shit. But I think in time, I think we just have to keep sparking the minds of mentally sane people, not people that live on YouTube spewing toxic rhetoric and shit all goddamn day about men and women. Because I don't agree with a lot of these dudes say about women. And I'm a man, so I'm definitely not going to agree with a lot of shit that these women say. But us seeking mental health, it's truth. I'm not hating on that. That's truth. I'm not disagreeing with her to just to agree with her on that. That's truth. I say that all the time. We had a show on mental health. The fuck? It's an entire show on mental health. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see a show on mental health. So what the fuck do I look like saying what she's saying isn't true? No, we all need help. We all should seek help. The ones that are listening to this, the ones that's probably gonna listen to, you need help. We all need help. That way you'll stop projecting and you will actually come correct in the realm of reality versus spilling your biases and spewing your uh, make believe shit. Even the bitch said that she had some personal biases, and that's why she made a apology video, which is cool. Which I don't hate the bitch or nothing like that. I really don't. I think the sister, um, like a lot of sisters on here, are misguided and don't know how to channel their anger correctly. Just like a lot of men. A lot of men just get on here, they're angry, and I got a platform, I can get money for bashing women. It's bullshit. It's like kitty shit. It's like a lot of them are like 40, 50 years old, but they don't know how to act like it. So they create all kinds of little narratives and names and all this shit. Too old for that shit, bro. Too old for this shit, man. Get a job, just go work. If you can't come up here on some mature shit and speak on topics, just lay it down. Just lay it down. There's real shit going on in the world. There's too many diseases. Too many people dying, getting blew up from bombs and shit to have to worry about what a dumbass fucking broad thinks or her personal opinions on shit. Her fucked up work mindset is. We don't have time for that shit. There's real shit going on. And the same with men. I don't even listen to a lot of these dudes. If all they talk about is women and I hate women and I gotta get the fuck out of the country, I'm good. I don't have time for this shit. I love women. I don't have a problem with women. I never had a problem with a melanated woman. Never. Until I got on YouTube. Until I got on YouTube. That's it. So that's why I don't take this shit serious. I don't take people on this shit as serious as probably a lot of people do. I really don't. A lot of this shit is like entertainment and money, fame, all that shit, views, subscriptions, all that shit. I've never had a problem with a melanated woman in my life. My life always chose correctly, picked correctly, and made sure to be that guy if a melanated woman picked me to be correct. Whew, that was smooth. So no, I never had a problem. That's probably why I don't hate the melanated woman when I come on here. A lot of people do though, because a lot of people had bad experiences and shit. They probably didn't know how to talk to women or shit like that. I'm from the hood, so you had melanated women all in there. That's who you deal with. I never had a problem with the picking the correct one or running into ratchet ones. Hey, shit, we all got a little ratchet in us. I mean, what the fuck? From the hood, I got a little gangster in me. She got a little gangster in her. What the fuck? We all come from the same shit. Come from the same environment. Bound, she bound to have the slick pimp talk. Like you got to talk. Shit, we from the fucking same town, man. She splashed up like I am. You feel me? So, what the fuck? I'ma hate what we all produce, what the neighborhoods produced. I mean, still a form of me. So I never had a problem with that. I think when you choose to stay in the same mindset and that little kitty shit that a lot of people be on, that's your problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem. I've evolved so much, from being younger to now. So much knowledge I obtained over, the years, over time, because I wanted to. Right? You should not ever want to be the same person. At least mentally. At least mentally, you should never. You should always want to grow and always yearn to grow. You should always be like, yeah, I have to grow. Books, anything that's gonna get you better, spiritually, mentally, all that shit, even physically. Excuse me. Y'all don't forget to get y'all a little exercise in and get your little workouts about 2 hours a day. Get off the internet and go outside, build a tree house or something. Walk around the block. Get off this shit for about 2 hours. And you'll come back so much refreshed and you'll see everything that I'm talking about. Everything. Because you'll be refreshed. You'll be new. And you can see shit for what it really is. Right? Do that. Don't forget to do that. Don't go outside. Get some fresh air, man. It's good for you. It's good for the body. Don't live on this shit. Don't let these YouTubers consume you. Don't let them consume you. Have a brain of your own. Think for yourself. Don't let them influence you. You should be influencing you. You should be the only person that influences you. Don't let them corrupt you. This is the fucking internet. Take it as the internet. Please, men and women. Real shit. Shit to think about. Start rethinking some shit. Start redoing some shit. Get your aura right. Okay? Y'all be cool. Get that y'all. The next one. Yeah, me too. I like to sleep after work. If I work on anything, I like to sleep. It's good for you. But always remember to get some fresh air, man. Fresh air is good for the body. Put this shit down, man. Get off the computer screen for a little bit. Just a little bit. Come back refreshed. I'm telling you. All right, y'all be good, man. Be safe out there, man. I appreciate everybody that came. It's always shalom. This stream was not nowhere near trying to offend anybody. It was just me talking my shit. And yes, they are merely my opinions, solely my opinions. I'm not a licensed therapist, not anybody's teacher, not a guidance counselor, not any of that shit. I'm just a regular melanated man who just likes to give his take on shit. So you can take it how you get it. Don't take it so serious. Just take it how I'm giving it. All right. Because I take a lot of these channels how you give it. You know. Um, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. This is not a woman hating channel. I'm very open. I'm very cool. Very inviting and very welcoming. And everybody in the chat is very welcoming. I appreciate everybody that has been rocking with me. And don't take everything so personal. Right. If something seems so one-sided, I get it. But if something comes balanced, take the balance. The balance when you could give it to both genders. I believe that's what people really need. I don't think people need the gender bashing, the gender women ain't this, men ain't this. You don't need that shit, man. We should be able to come together as grown people and talk. Damn it. Grown people should be able to have a conversation, man. It shouldn't be so fucking, we're so stressed, we're so angry, we're so emotional. Like, come on, man. You gotta get over that shit. We're grown, man. A lot of y'all got kids too, man. You gotta do better, man. All of us gotta do better for our children, for the future. All right? They'll be good. They'll be safe, man. Much love. Shalom.